Alright, so if you just started pressure washing, then you definitely want a few free ways on how you can get your first few jobs. So that's what we're going to be covering in this presentation today, how to get your first 5 clients for free, and obviously you can use this for more than 5 clients. Use them as long as it works and as long as you want to keep using them. So these methods are, let me just drag this down here. These methods are free. They're manual, they're time consuming, but they're timeless. And they're meant to help you raise capital for equipment and startup. So eventually you can start investing into advertising systems that bring you leads in on command, and so that you can have a bunch of equipment so that you can offer more services. And I just wanted you to think about it this way. If you can book on average one $300 job every day for the next 14 days, that'll be about $4,200, and that's more than enough to buy some starter equipment and to get some lead generation ads going. So let's go into the equipment that you're going to need. So you're going to need a pressure washer, obviously, and some nice to haves include a pump sprayer, SH, sodium hypochlorite, and other chemicals that you can use for pressure washing, soft washing surfaces. Another nice to have is a surface cleaner. You can just rent one of these from Home Depot, and that's for driveways, sidewalks, and etc. Just flat surfaces. And finally, a squeegee setup is a great nice to have because you can just upsell that on the other services you're offering, or you can go to businesses and offer it directly, which I'm going to talk about in a little bit. So let's get into some of the obvious methods on getting some free jobs. So one of the first obvious methods include friends and family. So you can just go up to your friends and family, say, hey, I just started pressure washing. Do you mind if I use your house, if I clean your house to learn how to do it better, or I'll just offer it to you for free. Get some experience, get some content, get some before and afters going on people who trust you, your friends and family, obviously. And then the next is going to your neighbors after you've used your friends and family. Go to your neighbors and say, hey, I just got some experience under my belt. I just started pressure washing. I'd love to offer you a great price since you're my neighbor and pressure wash your house. Again, get more content, get more experience, and then you could go to something like door knocking, going door to door, saying, hey, I'll give you a great deal if you say yes right now. Normally my price is say $1,000, but right now I'll give it to you for $600, and go door to door doing that. I know a lot of people don't like going door to door. That's why I put in the obvious methods. Next is cold calling businesses, which I don't see talked about a lot, but if you can get a business that you're working with on a consistent basis, like say a gas station, you're just surface cleaning the gas station every couple months, then that's a great way to build a very consistent business model. So just working with gas stations or other businesses and cleaning their parking lots, their floors, or just whatever they want cleaned every month, and you don't really have to go do any more lead generation after that, honestly. If you can just keep a few businesses on retainer every month, then you'll be golden. So let's get into some non-obvious methods. So the first one is going to a local retail strip, which I haven't seen a lot of people talk about, but I saw a YouTube video a couple of years back, and it was actually a really good idea. So just have a squeegee set up and go to a local retail strip and just offer to wash their windows, and just say it'll boost their the appeal of their business, their storefront, and go door to door. And you'd be surprised if you just set like a flat fee. For most of the retail strips, each store will generally have the same sized windows and storefronts, so just have a set price of $50 to $100 and go door to door and just say it'll take less than 30 minutes and I'll clean your windows or whatever, inside and outside. The next is going to a local park, and this works better if you're a little younger because people are more receptive to a younger person going up to them and handing them a flyer. So just print out some flyers and add in some before and afters on there that you've done from your family and friends, and then walk around the park and hand out your marketing materials to anyone who looks like they'd own a home. Obviously, don't do it to someone who doesn't look like a homeowner. Now, let's go into some not so obvious methods that work really well. So posting in local Facebook groups for your area is something that I've found works really well with some of the pressure washers that I've talked to personally. But before you do that, you want to make sure that your bio and profile is completely up to date. Make sure you have a good profile picture. Make sure you have your email, your phone number, your website in there. You probably want a business page too. If you're just getting started, make a Facebook business page. It's very simple. That'll make you look just a little bit more professional. And if you're younger, make sure to highlight that in your bio. It really helps. Some people think it's a disadvantage, but people generally want to help younger people, and they're more lenient if you do screw up. So next thing you want to do is find a local Facebook group, which is really simple. You just want to go onto the Facebook app and go down to menu right here. And then once you click on that, go to groups and then hit search, and then just search in your town's name. You can throw in something like moms at the end there to join a moms group, or just rentals. And then once you join the group, make sure to follow the guidelines so that you don't get blacklisted or kicked out or just overall annoy people. And then next thing you can do is search rentals. And with the rentals, you can offer an interesting value proposition, which is you see that someone's trying to rent out their house or rent out their 2-family home. You just message them, say, look, I'd love to work with you consistently in the future, so I'm going to offer you a really great price and increase the curb appeal of your home so that more people are willing to rent, and maybe you can increase rent by doing so. And then just send them that message or send that as a comment onto their post. Or maybe don't comment it on their post because the renters can see, but just send them a DM and then let them know that you sent them a DM, and they'll probably check it because they probably will think you're a renter. And then what you want to do in these local Facebook groups is make a post saying, hey, I'm a local high school student. I just started my pressure washing business and I'm looking to get my first few jobs to get the ball rolling. Obviously, if you're not a high school student, don't say that. I'm offering really good pricing in the following services. If you are interested, let me know and I'll get you an estimate and on my schedule ASAP. Even if you are personally not interested, please spread the word. And then you could also comment this exact messaging onto posts within that Facebook group, or to people who commented on it. You could reply to them saying this. Just key thing, don't annoy people, but be consistent. Maybe don't do 20 posts and 20 comments in the same group. Spread it out every day. Do 2 posts in one group, 2 posts in another group, and just do an overall of 20, but not in the same groups. And sometimes there's overlapping people in these groups, so they might get annoyed if they see your messaging constantly. But yeah, spread it out. Maybe post in a group every few days. Find your own sequence, see what works. Next is something I haven't seen a lot of people talk a lot about. Excuse me. And that's Instagram DMing residents. So what we want to do, once again, make your bio obvious, add in all these things, and then find your town's Instagram. So every town has some sort of themed Instagram. This, for us, is the Montclair Girl, and it's basically just a blog page. And this girl has 105,000 followers from the local area. You can just go into these followers and find people who are active on Instagram, who are active in the area, and just DM them and say, hey, I'm a local high school student. I just started my pressure washing business and I'm looking to get my first few jobs to get the ball rolling. Same messaging, you get the idea. And if you want to go one step up, you can actually just go into one of their latest posts. So you would click on one of these posts, see who's liked the post and see who's commented, and do it just for them because you know they're active on Instagram and you know they're probably from the area. And you can find more specific Instagrams like your town's actual municipal court Instagram or the municipality's Instagram, the mayor's Instagram, and those are usually going to be people who live directly in your town or area that follow those people. So you can get creative with that. Again, just make sure that your profile picture looks good, make sure it looks professional, because these people are going to be inviting you to their homes and they don't want to invite somebody who looks untrustworthy or suspicious in their profile picture. So just make sure you look cleaned up, you look trustworthy, and somebody that you would want to invite over to their home to give a free estimate or to wash your house. And then after you've sent the DM, just comment on their last post and say that you sent them a DM and like their last 3 posts, and this will just get their attention and getting them to look into the DMs, because a lot of times it'll just fall into the requested DMs and people rarely ever check in there. So yeah, this is just to get the ball rolling. These aren't methods that are meant for you to use forever. Hopefully you make a lot of money from these methods, and then you can build systems that generate leads on autopilot, and you can get more equipment and hire people and etc. So just get more money for your equipment using these methods, get content to put on your social media and for the strategies that I'm going to be covering later on, and build experience without spending money on advertising and other things. And eventually you're going to be able to automate your lead generation. I hope this video helped. I'm going to be making more videos like this soon, and yeah, best of luck, and I'm rooting for you.